When I was a kid, we always hung out at the old covered railway bridge. My friend Kenny and we just hang out there doing nothing all day long. One way of doing nothing was to walk on railroad ties and pretend that we were thousands of miles above the earth, peering down at cities and towns or entire countries. Our knees would get wobbly as we walked halfway across, and we'd start thinking about what it would be like to fall through all that space before we landed. Another way of doing nothing was to stare at the initials that were carved into the rafters on the side of the bridge and imagine what the initials stood for. We'd come up with the funniest sounding names we could think of, like KL, Kareem Lugnut, HN, Harriet Nantucket. Sometimes we'd grab on to the iron braces and pull ourselves up to see how far we could get before we got too scared. The braces were like snakeskin under our palms, and when we slid down too fast, they burned our skin. Our nostrils filled with the smoky smell of old creosote. I have to make a confession to you. Probably the most fun way of doing nothing was when Kenny and I used to stand on the bridge and have spitting competitions. We'd take bets on how far those loogies would carry. 3.5 on that one. So remember, when you write a test essay, don't just write those bland sentences that tell the reader what they know already. Use your memory to go back in time and take out your camera with your different senses. What's it smell like? The smell of creosote. What's it sound like? The wind through the timbers. Or take out your binoculars and see the different little things that are around you to make that world that you're writing about come alive in the reader's mind, to build a bridge from your mind to the mind of your reader. Sometimes it seems like writing tests don't want you to write about your own personal memories or interpret the world through your own eyes. It seems like they just want boring answers to what seem like boring prompts. Not true. The more you can make your response personal, the higher score you'll get, and more importantly, the more fun you'll have. Here's some practice at interpreting your own truth. Here's a truth about the world. Summer days seem to last forever. I found a picture to go with that truth. You see, I interpreted that picture. Here's a saying some people would say is true. Little brothers can be difficult. I chose this picture to go with it. Here's a picture. What truth would you put with it? Here's the one I chose. Behind every dark cloud is the sun waiting to burst through. Try this. Here's a picture. Write a truth that goes with it. Remember, there's no right answer, only your interpretation. Next time you're asked to write about an exciting time in your life, draw a picture of that time in your mind and ask yourself, what truth goes with that picture? Put that truth into your writing.